Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. It is the first video of the year, so I hope you made it here well. As a request, we're gonna do some lesbian memes, because we haven't done them in a while, and apparently they're very hard to find. But you know the drill. Go get hydrated. Go grab some water or some tea, and then we'll get started. Are you hydrated? Good, let's go. Me, a cute girl, trying to flirt with me. What the fuck was that? That can actually happen. What? Or is it just because you're oblivious and don't actually realize what something is? Because I guess it can be hard to tell. I wish you all a very not wishing your flirting attempts. I love wearing sunglasses, because when you put them on, no one can see what you're looking at. In general, you might have a point, but if you're standing that close to someone, they can still tell what you're looking at because it's the only thing you can look at. So, you know, maybe personal space while wearing sunglasses. Me, summoning dark forces so my girlfriend can pay her bills on time and have enough money to buy me a nice treat. Alright then. I mean, if it works, right? That's fine. That's fine. Maybe, if you can, support your girlfriend with paying her bills. If she wants. Some people just don't like it, you know? But I hope, instead of only summoning dark forces, which is quite a lot to do actually, you're also buying your girlfriend a nice treat, because I think she deserves it too, because it sounds like she's working really hard. Okay, the real gold star status, never kissed a turf. I'm pretty sure I haven't. I think I would know, right? I think I would know. Okay, basic needs, psychological needs, and self-fulfillment needs. All of these are covered by cuddling a girl and using her boobs as a pillow. Fair, I guess, if it helps. It might not solve all of your problems, but it will make you feel better. Ah yes, the lesbian stereotypes. The soft girl, sweet, sensitive, takes care of her girlfriend, dates the e-girl, edgy, sarcastic, protects her girlfriend. It wouldn't be so funny if it wasn't so true for a lot of people, where you just have two people with like completely different aesthetics and personalities dating, and it seems to work really well. Okay. And also this art is just cute, come on. Will you press the button? You will become an anime girl, but you'll be a lesbian. Wait, that's beyond an absolute win. Is it? I don't know if I would want to become an anime girl, to be fair. But if you want to press this button, and you're already a lesbian, that kind of seems fair. You know? When you double income, no kids, lesbian aunts show up to unleash the gift reckoning on Christmas. Your experiences are not universal, but God, I wish they were. Honestly, yes. Why don't I have two lesbian aunts who did that when I was a kid? That's just sad. Because honestly, I mean, if you have enough money to spoil your nieces and nephews, why wouldn't you? You know? Nobody is born lesbian. We were all possessed by a lesbian goat demon named Baphomet's aunt, and got asked if we wanted to live deliciously. We all said yes. So that's what happened. Right. Thank you for educating us. That's what happened, yeah. Okay, dear future girlfriend. Where the fuck are you? Making me look for you is like some Where's Waldo shit, lol. It feels like that sometimes, doesn't it? But that's the thing I don't get, is why everyone's so obsessed with relationships. Like, even if you want a relationship, being so obsessed with it that that's like the only thing you think about seems really unhealthy, really. Like, if that's your only focus, that seems weird. As a joke, that's just kind of funny. I think you will probably find a bunch of lesbians who will actually dress like Where's Waldo. I think I've seen that around before. My roommate drew some art of mine and my girlfriend's Final Fantasy XIV characters as a Christmas gift. This is just also really cute. They look so cozy and so adorable together. It's cute. It's just cute. Me realizing 4 years later that a girl was actually hitting on me. You're telling me now, brain. Thank you very much for clearing that up like 4 years later. That's very helpful, thank you. Girlfriend. Always sick, trouble sleeping, physically disabled, artistic soul, draws very well. She did not draw this. Immovable object, is in love with unstoppable force. Me. Felt sick once in 2002, didn't get COVID, works with children, wakes up with a rooster. Coffee, 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 coffee. Again, what did I say? Opposites just attract. I used to think it was just a dumb trope, but it seems to happen so much. And it feels like when it happens with straight people, it doesn't seem to work. It doesn't seem to work because the base level of understanding for each other seems to just fall apart apparently. But with queer people, it just seems to work so much more often. Oh well. All the beautiful sapphics in all sorts of happy relationships. Me, waiting my turn. Patience is key, but apparently this person has also been waiting for like their entire life. But you know, if you want a girlfriend, I hope you get a girlfriend this year. When your supportive auntie asks you about your best friend during family gatherings. I was a little bit worried at first about this one because so many people are gonna be like, oh, is your best friend coming too? Because you live together and you're just roommates, right? You're just roommates. You're not dating. No, of course not. Two women can't date. You're just besties, you know? But then I was like, oh, no, if she's actually supportive, she's just doing it so others won't make weird comments about it because your homophobic uncle in the corner is gonna lose his shit over you being gay. So she's just like, how's your best friend doing? You know, is she doing well? And that's really cute. Dear lesbians, your attraction to other women is not predatory. If you're butch or femme, you're 100% valid. Loving other women is magical and nothing to be ashamed of. Princess of Positivity. That's a cute name. And it's actually fair if you post things like this. So, not a meme, I know, but still, some positivity is always nice. Me, cuddling my partner's boobas when I'm sad. It calms me down. I could stay here for hours. Because it's great. Come on, why wouldn't you? You know, especially if you had like a hard day or a hard week, and you just get to cuddle with your partner in general. It's nice. But somehow boobs just also make for very nice pillows. So it's extra calming. You know? Now, someone's mom gave them this poster for Christmas. And honestly, that's just cool. I mean, A, this poster looks really cool. And secondly, I like this minimalistic style of art. And thirdly, just that your mom is so supportive that she's just like, I know you're just obsessed with women, so here, have some art of women. Which is fair, because you know they're gonna like the gift, right? Listen, I'm not homophobic, but this ship is really bad. I don't care that they're gay, but the writing sucks. It's also a retcon because they're obviously both straight. This came out of nowhere. She was clearly in love with a male character. It's forced and pandering. It's clearly an agenda. And it ruins the entire story. The plot and the characters are just fan service now. And I don't hate gay people, I just care about the writing. It's always just about the writing, But somehow the same criticism shows up every time there's a sapphic ship. Oh well. The more I hear those arguments, the less convincing they become. Yeah, literally, I mean, it's always the same. If you have a straight couple, and it's just like very forced, right? Like they hate each other all movie, and then in the end they're suddenly jumping each other because, oh, they realized they were just in love the entire time. Then it's good writing, and it's totally acceptable because it's straight. But as soon as two lesbians pine after each other, the entire movie, then suddenly it's bad writing and just forced fan service. What are you talking about? Literally. And also, yes, Harley Quinn was definitely in love with the Joker before. But guess what? Women can be bisexual or pansexual. That's none of your business. Just because you can't get it into your head that people can be attracted to more than one gender doesn't mean it's not the case, you know? With this many earrings, tell me how lesbian I am. Well, I think it's not the amount of earrings, it's probably the type of earrings, right? Because with these type of earrings, the answer is just yes, very. Very. But honestly, I feel like a lot of women probably have more earrings. But these types of earrings just seem very queer, you know? When you're a woman, so you technically should know how women work, but you grew up in isolation and now to be approached by a cute girl. Help. He looks so done as well. Like, was this picture taken on purpose? That's my question. Was it just taken by accident and he just happens to look this kind of frustrated and like he doesn't really know what's going on in general? Or was it a face he put on for the picture? Either way, yeah, technically you should. I mean, of course, every woman is different, so it doesn't help too much. But I think you have a better understanding than a lot of men who seem to think being creepy works. So you're one step ahead of that, at least. The Ark TV show trailer may have sold me on Ark Survival Evolved. It got dinosaurs, lesbians, and Michelle Yeoh, so it looks kinda rad. Okay, dinosaurs and lesbians, I am sold. I don't even have like a big thing for lesbians either, because I'm not a woman, but I don't have like a big thing for dinosaurs, but I would still watch it. Honestly, this seems kind of like a show that I would definitely watch. Okay, someone obviously flirting, or someone just being friendly. Corporate needs you to find the picture between this picture and that picture. They're the same picture. It seems that way, because it's very hard to tell. It's literally, I'm not even coming for you, because sometimes it's just really hard to tell. Sometimes y'all are just oblivious, because you don't expect a woman to flirt with you, so you're just not catching on. But sometimes it's just really not that obvious. So it's hard to tell, you know? Other girls. False eyelashes, hair extensions, insta-popular, pop music, me, gay, hi, date me please. This may be the best version I've seen of this meme yet. Because I've seen like other wholesome versions as well, right? Where it's like, oh yeah, I listen to different music, I wear this, or I like comfy clothes more than I like heels or whatever. Which is also fair. But then this is just taking it one step further, and it's just gonna upset people because, oh, being gay is bad, and I love it. Some more art. Because again, why not? I like gay art. I like gay art, so I'm gonna include it. And also kind of the lesbian flag colors. It shouldn't work. Because normally I hate pink and orange together. But in the lesbian flag, it just works. Why? Oh my god. When you match with a super cute girl on your dating app or Twitter and have everything in common and vibe really well, but then realize you live 300 miles apart. Isn't that the normal lesbian trope though? I mean, it's not even a trope if it's true, right? Because it just seems to happen so much that you always vibe best with the people who live like super far away. And it's kind of hard to find people who live near you who you vibe with. Because if you have all the people in your whole country, basically, if you're just gonna limit it to country, to choose from, you're gonna find people you vibe really well with, but they're probably not likely to live near you. It's kind of hard. Yes, I have a soft spot for trans lesbians, you see. Now this one, I also just included for some trans positivity. Because we accept trans people and we support trans people on this channel, obviously. Me. Writing position papers, fundraising letters, and social media content at work. Yes. Not thinking twice about it, just doing it, doing a good job. Me. Writing a note to go with my girlfriend's anniversary bouquet. It's somehow harder if you have that many emotions going into it to kind of find the right words to express those emotions. It can be harder than if you work in social media and you kind of have like some basic guidelines and you have some facts that you need to cover as well, and kind of working those in just seems easier. Okay, it's fine. You're probably not the only one who struggles. Now this comic, I also just included A for body positivity because my god, people are obsessed with, I mean, partially yes, shaming their own bodies, but also just shaming each other's bodies, and it's ridiculous. What are you doing? And second of all, I want to bring up a story about how a lesbian posted that every time she starts thinking that her thighs are ugly, or she hates her cellulose, or anything about her body really, she kind of stops herself and thinks like, wait, if another woman had cellulose, for example, would I stop being attracted to her? And no matter what it is she feels insecure about in her own body, she realizes that in another woman she wouldn't stop being attracted to them because she knows it doesn't matter that much. And it always just kind of helps her put it back into perspective. So there you go. If it helps you as well, I'm glad I could help. Because literally this whole body standards is ridiculous in general. Beauty standards are ridiculous because it's the same with expecting everyone to be straight. Like, how can you expect everyone to be the same? That's not realistic, and that's honestly not even something you should want. That's just weird. So listen, if your body is different than what's considered normal or beautiful, who gives a shit? There are always going to be people who hate on you for the weirdest shit, because it's easier to put down others than it is to work on yourself. So if you see those comments, I know it's not necessarily going to be easy to ignore them or not care what they say, but I hope you'll get there. Don't worry about finding the right person. Focus on becoming the right person. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant earlier. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't want a relationship, because most people do. That's fine, obviously. But if that's like the only thing you can think about, that's just weird, right? I mean, no one's saying you can't want girlfriends or want to go on romantic dates, obviously. But that doesn't mean you can like neglect yourself at the same time. That maybe you should just like keep working on yourself and just kind of trust that someone will come along, you know? POV, you and your bestie give up on men and decide to just marry each other. Okay, I swear to god, if this was a lesbian couple in the picture and you just took it for your joke, why did I ruin the wholesome immediately with this one? I ruined the wholesome, I'm sorry, but these kinds of jokes, as a teenager I used to think they're funny, but then again I also knew I was like bisexual or something. I knew I wasn't only attracted to one gender, but that's just, you know, I thought only teenagers made those jokes, but I guess men are frustrating, so it's kind of fair. You know, just don't use lesbian couples for your pictures, because guess what, lesbians still exist even if you just got fed up with men. Lesbian couples be like, I was surprised I didn't see a Enid and Wednesday Addams one, because I've definitely seen memes like that before and then didn't save them, so now I don't have them, but same thing, yeah. Okay, I got married to my wife and our papa was a flower girl. 2.5 years ago, this wasn't possible, as it wasn't legal in Australia. It rained our whole wedding day, but it was so worth it in the end with a phenomenal photographer. Okay, OP, this looks absolutely magical. Okay, I forgot homophobia was a thing, and I spent about 5 seconds wondering why it was ever illegal to have a dog as a flower girl. Honestly, that would be just as ridiculous. Because look how happy your dog is to be part of it. That's just cute. Why would it be illegal? But then again, why would love be illegal? Right? Make it make sense. I know this post is a few years old by now, actually, but it's still just adorable. And I wanted to bring it up. Hayley Kiyoko's song video Girls Like Girls, women loving women representation. Young, religious, closeted me. I don't know if you're... Well, actually, you're just obsessed, aren't you? You're just like, wait, that's a thing? That's allowed? Oh my god, that's great. That's good news. It is incredible news. Hang in there, maybe don't come out to your probably wildly homophobic parents yet. Maybe wait a while. Town priest. The witches that control the woods are evil. What do? They aren't heteronormative or patriarchal. They do lots of drugs and have sex with each other. Oh my god, what specific parts of the woods are they in so I can avoid them extra hard? Sure you will. Sure you will. And also, these witches sound pretty cool and pretty chill. Like, they don't want to deal with people, right? So they just go live in the woods with each other. You know, kind of smoke their weeds and have parties and just hang out with animals and each other. So yeah, you should go avoid them extra hard. Basic needs. Cute and bottom girlfriend. Psychological needs. Hugging and cuddling her. Self-fulfillment needs. Patting her head. Or maybe all of these are basic needs. You know? Because the normal basic needs, psychological needs, self-fulfillment needs, it's boring. It needs an update. So here you go. And to finish off, on one that is at least sort of wholesome, and just kind of to show us how far we've come, but it's still just true, lesbianism is not a choice, it's a blessing. There you go. They said it. We've come a long way, I think, in terms of gay rights. But the fact that so many people still seem to want to reverse all the progress we have made because they're just obsessed with gay people, apparently. They're more obsessed with gay people than gay people are themselves, which is... I thought it was impossible, right? Because I think when queer people are full of themselves, honestly, well-deserved, right? Well-deserved. We've been through a lot. I had to deal with a lot of shit to even be here and be queer, but when straight, homophobic people are that obsessed with queer people, it's just weird. Yo, go worry about your own life. Literally, queer people aren't out here with their agenda trying to turn everyone queer. We're just trying to make sure that all the queer kids out there actually turn into adults, and that they get to live life as themselves without having to hide like so many people in the past had to. That's the goal. That's the agenda. And if you want to say that's evil, you have issues, mate. You have issues. Seriously. My god. But anyways, that was all the lesbian memes. I will actually be making one TikTok video on queer women as well later this month. So if you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do so and go drink your water or your tea. And I'll be back in 3 days with my next video.